Title: The guard asked for ID. My wife handed over her company card. "He's with me," she said, "just a driver." I handed the guard a card with the presidential seal. The scanner flashed Yankee White Priority 1. Start. I didn't flinch. I kept my eyes straight ahead as the gate arms lifted and uniformed guards saluted. She swallowed hard, her lips parting. Confusion, fear. The first cracks in a mask she'd worn for far too long. She had no idea who she married. That was the point. We weren't always like this, two strangers trapped inside a luxury vehicle and a collapsing lie. Once she laughed when she looked at me. Not because she felt superior, but because she was happy. She used to hold my hand in grocery stores and tell me she was lucky. We built a future in whispered promises and shared dreams. But dreams rot when lies feed on them. Her job, some corporate security division, became the wedge. Late nights, emergency trips, smelling like expensive cologne from someone else's embrace. Calling me from hotel lobbies pretending she was saving the company. I trusted too long. And I paid attention too late. The shift came slowly. A password she wouldn't let me see. Bank accounts she insisted on managing alone. A message preview on her phone, "He's downstairs. Keep him waiting." I stood outside our home, keys frozen in my hand. Pain is a teacher. And I needed to learn fast. I played dumb. She liked thinking I was simple, just a driver, a man who married up. That arrogance was the first weapon I used against her. I followed the trail. The man, her boss, married, kids in private school, a reputation built on ethics. I dug deeper, not as a jealous husband, but as a professional. Yes, professional. There's a reason I know what a Yankee White clearance is. A reason the military still has a folder on me under locked protocols. People think power is loud, wealthy, flashy. They forget the deadliest power is quiet. And I was very quiet. I staged everything carefully. I switched her phone charger with an identical one. Only mine intercepted texts, duplicated cloud data, mirrored her calls. I used an old contact, someone who owes me more than one favor, to track financial anomalies, offshore accounts, illegal transfers masked as vendor payments. Her emergency trips weren't business. They were corporate espionage. She was smuggling classified tech specs through the same man who kissed her in stolen hotel rooms. She wasn't just betraying me, she was betraying the country. Poetic. I built the case meticulously. Dates, IP logs, photos, voice recordings, transfer codes. Everything tied together with a ribbon and bow for the people who like that sort of thing. I let it mature, like a perfect wine of vengeance. Then I approached the one agency that doesn't waste time with courtroom drama. Their briefing room smelled like steel and coffee. Their expressions unreadable. I placed the file down. They flipped through it in silence. When they looked up at me, they asked one question. Do you want her protected or exposed? That answer was easy. Still, I waited. Not for them, for her. She planned a big night, an awards gala at corporate headquarters. She needed a date so they don't suspect anything, she said with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. I wore the suit she gave me for our anniversary. Funny. Back then, she thought I was worth investing in. The ride there was quiet. She scrolled through messages she thought I couldn't see. She even laughed once, must have been a joke from him. I memorized the sound. It would die soon. At the security gate, her world began to crumble. She handed over her card proudly, like a queen granting passage. Just a driver, she told the guard, dismissing my existence with a flick of her wrist. But when my card scanned, when that warning tone buzzed and the guards straightened, her pupils dilated, face drained of color, heart pounding loud enough I could hear it. Everything she thought she knew was wrong. "Why do you—" she whispered, but words betrayed her too. I smiled. No anger, no theatrics, just inevitability. Inside, the conference hall shimmered with crystal lights and fake laughter. Board members, investors, the entire rotten hive gathered in one place. Perfect. I leaned in and whispered, "Watch closely." Her boss stepped onto the stage, microphone ready. Before he spoke, the screens behind him flickered. Her voice filled the room. "I made the transfers. Just keep him distracted. He's too dumb to notice." Gasps, eyes wide. Every face turned to her. Then came the bank logs, the hotel footage, files of stolen tech, her signature. She choked on air. He stumbled backward, grabbing the podium as agents swarmed. The guards reached her before she could run. Her fingernails clawed into my sleeve. "You did this," she croaked. "No," I murmured. "You did." As they dragged her away, she screamed my name like I was the villain in her story. Let her. I walked to the bar, ordered a drink. No shaking hands, no guilt. Just the clean silence that comes when the storm has passed. The director of operations approached, offering a handshake and a quiet thanks. "Your clearance," he said, "will be reinstated fully. Welcome back." I nodded. But my eyes followed her as she disappeared around a corner, wrists bound, head down, the weight of consequences finally catching up. She once said a man is only as strong as the woman by his side. She was almost right. A man is only as weak as the lies he lets live. Now, I let nothing live that wants me dead. I finished my drink, adjusted my cufflinks, and walked out through the VIP lane, guards saluting me under bright floodlights. The night air tasted like freedom. Betrayal buried. Justice served. And I didn't have to raise my voice once.